people. And I think we'll just bring Aisha. We'll bring Aisha in. And maybe when we are done with Aisha, Patrick will be ready. Right. So Aisha, please, we'll be having you next. Right. So Aisha, we'll be having you next. Good evening, Aisha. Okay, so let me make you the host so that, okay, I can see your face already. So good evening, Aisha. How are you doing?
Hi, good evening, sir. It's nice to see you again.
Yeah. Happy birthday once again. I think it was last week.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
We are still in the season of your birthday now.
Yeah, we're still in the season of celebration. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to be here.
Yeah, thank you. Right. So introduce yourself to us.
Oh, yeah.
Before we go
My
on.
name is Aisha Oshileye. I am a Microsoft 365 administrator and technical support engineer. I work with my organization, Covenant Technologies, and I am the Microsoft 365 lead. So anything that has to do with Microsoft 365, I am the go-to person in my organization. So whenever we get projects that concern Microsoft 365, so I get to take it on and then take care of it. So that's basically what I do. And just about 2 years ago, I think that was in November 2023, I came across this Facebook ad. I'd actually been roaming around thinking about what skill to learn, and I was really, really confused. I really didn't know where to go or where to turn to until I came across that ad. And thank God I came across the ad. I would have just been roaming about, trying to learn from here and there in bits and not actually having a focus. But coming across that webinar ad that particular day made all the difference, and I was actually able to take that step forward. So I joined that webinar on one Saturday night in November 2023, and that was how it all started.
Interesting. Okay, so my next question is, you attended the webinar, right? And you said you were, trying to learn. And I explained during the course of the session that this YouTube thing, YouTube is for solidifying your knowledge, not for building a foundation, right?
Exactly.
So, but at the webinar, maybe I spoke just the way I spoke to tonight. And what made you to register for the program? Right? What made you to register for the program? And for our viewers, we might want to know that all our programs, we have increased their prices, but for M365, for the past 2 years, it has been the same price, right? But this will be the last time that we'll keep it at this price. The time has come for us to actually increase. So what made you to register that particular day?
Okay, that particular day, my decision to take on the course came about with all the information I got from the webinar, and the fact that I actually needed a hand holding, because roaming about, I was bombarding myself with so much information that is on the internet without actually having a clear direction. But my decision to take on that course that day convinced me that I was going to have a hand holding, a tutor, even if it wasn't a physical class. Even if it was a physical class, I don't think I would have actually taken it, because I actually don't want the stress of jumping from one bike or bus to another to reach a particular location. So it was actually the perfect scenario for me, having to join a virtual classroom. And the fact that even the virtual classroom was technically oriented, was really, really practical and all that. And it really didn't feel like I wasn't in a physical classroom. In fact, I don't even think that I would have actually enjoyed having a physical classroom, because I've stressed myself to get to that location. I'm thinking about how to get the next bus to my home back. There's actually that homeliness that came with having an online classroom, where you are in the comfort of your home. You have everything you need around you. You are doing that practical along with the tutor that is training you, and you're moving along fine with everything, with the environment really, really to your taste. You're at home. You know how it feels when you're at home, different from when you're in a strange location. So the promise of all of that actually convinced me that, okay, I think I've found the right place for me to actually take on this training, because that was actually what I had been looking for.
Okay. Okay. So now let's look at the training proper, all right? And your experience during the training and even after the training, at least you have a knowledge of our system. So, like, if a student is registering for M365 with Agital right now, as an ex-student and as somebody that is still much close to Agital, what do you think they should expect? Like, when we talk about tutor, teaching assistant, career coach, what should be their, can you just give them like an experience? Like, okay, for instance, if I go to a stadium to watch football, I know that, okay, there'll be first half, there'll be break time 15 minutes, there'll be second half, if possible, extra time. So can you just walk them through our world, how digital world is like?
Okay, first of all, I will start with the technical training. Digital, I would say digital is blessed with the best of tutors in the industry, with who are very technically inclined, who know what they are doing, with lots of years of experience. So when they are talking, you know that these people know what they are talking about. I've come across a couple of them, and I actually know that they know their onions. Apart from my interest growing from the webinar, my second interest grew again when I met the tutor that was taking up, with the way the training was being delivered, and when somebody's teaching you and they sound like they know what they are talking about, you get more convinced, like, okay, I want to actually learn this thing. So that was one of the reasons why I got more convinced to really go deeper into M365 with Editor. So one of the first experiences you will have is having highly experienced and technically inclined tutors who will take you through all practical levels that you need to know in the technical training. And the second is the teaching assistant aspect, whereby whenever you have issues with your learning environment, with your courses, there's this go-to person you are supposed to reach out to, and your issues are promptly sorted out. So your tutor might not be available 7 days in a week. You get to meet twice in a week, right? So there's this person that's always available that you can always reach out to tell them your issues, and then they get it sorted out for you. So it's not like, do I have to wait for the next class to sort out this issue? Okay, I'm stuck with this particular assignment. I'm stuck with this particular project. Do I have to wait till when next we meet the tutor before I get sorted out? No, you don't have to, because your teaching assistant is available for you at any point in time. You reach out to them, and then they will get it sorted out. And then another aspect is the career coaching sessions. This come up twice in a month, actually, on Sundays. I still attend, even after finishing my training. I still attend, and each time I attend the career coaching sessions, they have always been eye-opening for me, because this particular session takes you outside the classroom to know how you can put yourself out there in order to get jobs, how to apply for jobs, how to write your CV, how to brand yourself out there, so that even recruiters can reach out to you without you even writing applications to them. For example, I did not have to write applications to get any job. People have reached out to me. I have been recommended. So that's actually one of the benefits of learning with Excel. You get recommendations whenever there are openings. You get job postings on the groups. You get lots of opportunities for you to actually get jobs. A lot of our mates have actually gotten jobs from job postings that are posted on the platform. And you can actually reach out to your career coach to let them know you got this particular offer. How do I, present myself for an interview? How do I answer questions? How do I, put on my CV and the rest? So all of these are made available, readily available for you to succeed. These are all the platforms. These are all platforms and more that have been made available for anyone to succeed in this particular line of work. So that's it. And there's also just another aspect that I want to mention, digital consulting exposes you to communities. You know, in every job, in every line of work, you actually need professionals. You need those who have gone ahead of you in order to succeed. So you get opportunity to meet those who have gone ahead, those who are actually working in the field, professionals in the field. You get to mingle with them, who are, you know, people who can tell you, okay, this is where to go, this is where to turn to. People who can inspire you that actually you are actually doing the right thing, and this is actually the way to move forward. So I've been opportune to come across the Microsoft 365, Nigeria Microsoft 365 community. That this is a community of Microsoft 365 professionals, cloud professionals in the field, who you can actually reach out to, even if you get a job and you get stuck you at your place of work, and you can actually reach out on those groups, so in these communities, and then you get your issues sorted. Okay, I'm trying to do a particular thing and I got stuck. Please, you can just actually post your issues on the group, and then somebody comes up to answer your questions. And that platform is kind of like another learning environment. So if you don't join this kind of training, there's no how you're going to come across that kind of community, because these are communities of professionals who hold your hand as an up and coming tech professional, who hold your hand, who tell you where to go, how to do it. And, you know, there's also opportunity for mentorship. So these are the vast array of opportunities that you are exposed to taking a particular course in digital consulting. And this Microsoft 365 track is actually it's actually one to run with, because I see Microsoft 365 leading you to many other opportunities. For example, the co-pilot area, the artificial intelligence area. From Microsoft 365, you can go to the cloud, you can be a cloud engineer. From Microsoft 365, you can actually be a cybersecurity analyst or engineer. So this is like a foundation that's been laid down for you to take on up and then start building upon. So after your training, you don't actually stop, you know, don't stop. You just continue to build on it. And then as time goes on, you find other areas that still interest you that you want to dabble into.
Okay, wow. So Aisha, I know you have a lot to say, but I think Patrick says he's ready, but I will take one more question, right? And you know, this question is very funny. It's like 2 in 1. So before Agital, what were you doing? Like, were you in tech before Agital? Were you doing a tech job?
Okay, before Agital, I was actually not in tech. I was just a tech lover. I had just the basic computer knowledge of using Office applications. But this actually doesn't mean that if you don't have the knowledge of tech, you cannot actually succeed. I have seen people who had zero tech knowledge and who succeeded in tech. So all you just need is the willingness to learn and the mindset for success. That's all you need. You don't actually need a tech background. You don't need to be a cybersecurity graduate.
You are coding.
You don't even need you don't need to be a developer or to be a computer science graduate and all of that. You just need a willing mind that wants to succeed and wants to learn.
So how did you get your first job?
Okay, I will say this once again. I actually got my first job through a recommendation from Agital. So I don't think you even remember. You might not actually know. Somebody from Agital actually recommended me. So somebody from Agital actually recommended me. You might actually not know about it. And I just got a message like, okay, can you do this? Can you do that? Okay, this person needs this and that. I said, okay, fine, I can do it. And then I sent a message to the person, and we got talking, and that was it. We just started. In fact, I didn't actually even need lengthy interviews, or I virtually didn't apply for that job. In fact, I had not even started looking for a job. Wow. So I know, okay, I think I can do it. Okay, let's go on. And then that was how I started.
Wow. Oh, nice one. So have there been other opportunities that you've come across with time?
Yes, there have actually been other opportunities that I because of my engagements, that I didn't have time to pursue. There have been other opportunities that I didn't have time to pursue. I've gotten invitation to interviews, and I've actually had a phone interview recently, but because that particular job was not remote, I could not go forward with it. I told them I didn't want anything that was not a remote job. So
Interesting.
moving
Interesting.
forward,
Well, Aisha, well done. You are doing amazing things, right? And we are so happy that you are growing in the industry and in the field. So thank you for your time tonight. I do appreciate.
Thank you for having me.
Our listeners are really motivated and inspired. So thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
for having me.